Hey there everyone, Redneck Brian here. Long time no video. Reasons behind that, there really hasn't been much to video, and I've been waiting on parts, and I finally got the parts in for the Roper 4x2 now, to put the second transaxle in. They are all in this bag right here, and hopefully I can get it put in there today. What I'm going to do is get it in and just get it bolted in for now, and I'll most likely be welding in the brackets later. So I just want to get it set in there, tires on it, and see what it looks like, and figure out what has to be drilled and what has to be welded. Also, I cannot drill through the steel. I'm going to take a small grinding blade, I'm going to cut a slit probably right here and right back here, and I'm just going to bolt it through the slit, and I'm going to do the same up top. The steel is really tough to drill. I wish I would have had it drilled when it came out of the machine shop. You really need a drill press to drill this stuff properly. Like I said, I'm happy I went with the heavier steel, but it's kicking me in the butt a little bit because it's so heavy, and it's just hard for me to drill it with ordinary hand tools. Also, I sold the LT2000. I am getting a few $100 for it, plus another tractor, which I'll hopefully be just fixing and reselling. I'm getting an MTD. It's an MTD. I've showed it in previous videos. It's not bad. It's not real horribly rusty. The deck is good on it. It has a bagger. So I should be able to get a couple $100 for it once I fix the engine. I'm either going to put that opposed twin in it, or I'm going to attempt to fix the engine that's in it. I think it needs a block. Doesn't really have good compression. I do have a block, but I don't know if its starter is any good, or has that burned out spot on the starter like most of those Tecumseh starters get when in those type of tractors. Quick shout out to Miss Emily Loves Her Dogs. And there she is. No doggy though, sadly. Doggy is quite sick, and she doesn't have much longer. She has a pretty severe heart murmur, so there will no longer be any doggies in my video for now, for a little while, unfortunately. But anyways, I'm going to hopefully get this rear end hung today. I don't know if I'm working tonight or not, but my goal is just to get the rear end in this. And on the weekend, I don't like using the grinders too much during the week because of the school, unless they're on recess, but I'll get everything else done probably Saturday or Sunday if I don't go away again. I may be going away, do not know yet. So anyways, that's what the progress is on this. Other than that, I've just been cleaning up the yard. Got rid of all the scrap, as you can see over here. It was sitting here. Pretty much that's all I've been really up to, just getting rid of scrap, cleaning up the yard, because finally there's no more snow, knock on wood. But yeah, other than that, that's what I've been up to. Red Rocket, there's still problems with it. The carb needs to be cleaned again. The one jet is plugged up again. I might look into a rebuild kit for it instead, and hopefully the rebuild kit will come with new jets or a brand new carburetor. I'm going to price out either or, a brand new carburetor or a rebuild kit, and see what's cheaper. But it's still only running. It only runs on the left side. Like if you're sitting on it, it's the left side. This right-hand cylinder is not doing anything. It's just puffing. It is getting spark on it. It's just not getting fuel. So it's the right-hand side of the carburetor when you're sitting on it that's plugging up. Also, I'm going to be redoing the drive line in the back. I'm going to go about a ½ inch smaller on the pulley on the back. Should help my speeds a bit more. I can run a little bit tighter belt, which I want to do. That's pretty much it for this. So it's just sitting now until I get the money to put the money into it to make it work. So that's pretty much it for the updates, I think. And I'm going to get some work done on this. And big shout out to Steve S. Getchell, or other people know him as SSG Hick, for sending me the parts I need for the Roper 4x2. Huge shout out to him. Thank you very much. I've already PM'd him to tell him I got the parts, but I just want to give him a quick shout out anyways. And hopefully I can get this project, that I'm not sitting on that crappy seat right there on a piece of 2x4 on the seat support. I would like to be able to sit in on a proper seat again. This thing as it is right now, it's fun to drive. I have drove it, and it's pretty fun to drive. It pops wheelies all the time. It's tippy. It's quite a bit. So that's pretty much it. I also might be swapping these front tires to the back, and then I'm going to put the little bit wider ones right here. Don't know yet, or keep the wider ones in back. Help with the weight transfer. So that's it. So stay tuned. Okay, as you can see, the second transaxle is in the oversized roper. So it's officially a 4x2, kind of. Obviously I have no belt to the back yet. I just took this thing for a test run. It did pretty good, but I definitely need the power from the second tranny. Coming up the hill into my driveway, I got stuck. So I had to back up, and I had to go at it pretty quickly. Quicker than I really wanted to, since this thing is still a little on the tipsy side. And turning is kind of difficult, but I just had the second transaxle in neutral, so it just straight rolled. But other than that, it actually did pretty good. I think this is a 3-speed. So it's not horrible having only a 3-speed in back, because first, second, and third should be the same gear ratios as my 5-speed. So not too bad. One other minor problem I'm having, not that tire, this tire here is barely touching the ground. It is a turf tire, so I'm thinking that's what the problem is. Or when I put the brackets and everything lined up, I didn't have to drill or cut anything. But being a little bit different transaxles, what these brackets came off of, they bent a bit on each side. So the side might have bent a bit more. Also, originally I had it in the upper 2 bolts. Sorry, the lower bolt and the middle bolt. So I had to move it to the top bolt and middle bolt, as you can see right there. Everything's just in temporary. There's 2 bolts holding the transaxle in right now. I got to weld these in. Probably drill it and bolt it in 2 more bolts, and probably put a couple tacks on it. We'll see. Or if I bolt it, I won't have to weld it. But other than that, it did pretty good. Another minor problem I had, if you remember, I had my fuel tank right there. My belt kind of wore through my fuel line, and I got a fuel leak. So I had to move the fuel tank temporarily up to underneath the hood, similar to how the SSG Hick has his. He has a battery side by side with the fuel tank, but I will be putting the rear tank back in. It's just I had to put it up there so for test purposes, keep the fuel away from the belts as much as possible. Other than that, mainly the problem with the wheel, it did pretty good. This is a 20 by 8, I believe, on there on both sides. This one's a turf tire. Sorry, on this side. It's a 20 by 8, but it's a turf. I do have a set of 20 by 10s, which I do want to use, but they need to be either tubed or I need to get new rubber put on them. The rims are perfect, but they leak air, or I might be able to use the sealant in them, but I don't know. They might be too far gone. So, other than that, she did pretty good. Yeah, because I was originally going to steal the tires off that, but those are 18s. So that only has 18. I think they're 10 by 18s. I'm not sure. It might be 18 by 10 or 18 by 8s. I'm not 100% sure on that. So I do have a few other tires I can pick through. Got this one right here, but it's 20 inches wide. That's the only downside to using that tire right there. It's a 20 inch, and it's all I have. But the guy I bought the tractor off of, the Roper, he said if I need tires to come out and see him, he has a whole bunch of tires. So I might go out there and see if I can get another set of 20 by 10s. Then I'll have a full match. Sorry, no, another set of 20 by 8s. They'll have a full matching set. I'd like to have 8 inches on the back, and middle and back, which would actually work. I just need 20s, and I only have 18s behind the shop. Got a few good 18s, but yeah, they're 18s. I need 20s. So, anyways, it'll work for now. These tires will work on here for test purposes and to get everything working. I'll most likely be gearing this down a bit. It does go pretty quick. I just got to figure out the turning. I think it was skidding when I was turning because this rear end had no power. So that's pretty much it on this. And it's another quick note about Miss Emily Loves Her Dogs channel. The reason why she hasn't been doing videos is because Lucy is sick. I know a few people subscribed to my channel are subscribed to her channel, so that's the main reason why she hasn't uploaded a video in probably about 3 or 4 weeks. I'm not sure when the last time she uploaded one. So anyways, that's it for today. And I'll talk to everyone later. Please keep it redneck like always, and please subscribe and comment.